Hi everybody, it's me, Curry T, and I'm very excited to have the much requested, actually, Caleb on my channel. I'm going to put all the links below so that you can go and find him. If you don't know who he is yet, you need to go and see his channel. He's got loads of really great content, which is very resonant of the type of stuff that we talk about here on my channel, which is why I'm really excited to do this video. Actually, one of the first videos I saw of him recently was him talking about how the community is a mess, and we bonded, over our thoughts and our opinions on this community. And one of the things that we wanted to talk about today, and I'm going to hand over to Caleb a bit to really give you a bit more of a deep dive into this, and we're going to have a discussion about attachment. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's an issue.
yeah.
Isn't it?
So the thing is, when this was a harsh lesson I had to learn in my own life. When you are attached to the outcome, nothing will work. Because you see, it doesn't matter how much self-work you do, self-healing, inner child, shadow work, self-concept, whatever you want to call it, or techniques, right? Scripting, affirming, visualizing. When you're coming from the energy of attachment, and attachment is this, I cannot emotionally feel better unless this happens. It always breeds misery and suffering, just like the Buddha said. And so when people come from manifesting anything, money, SP, body, whatever it may be, right? From this attachment energy, they're going about the manifestation, but their energy is missing the mark, essentially.
Yeah.
So, for example, when they're doing self-concept work, the main reason they're doing it is because I'm just doing something, trying to make something
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
the you know how it is, the universe, source, God, the quantum field of intelligence, whatever you want to call it, it's always responding to your state of being. So when you're coming from that desperate attachment energy, it's not something to beat yourself up or demonize, because sometimes you need to be attached in order to see your own wounds in your shadow. So there's actually a positive effect from it. But ultimately, if you want to manifest something, you don't want to stay in that attachment of, I can't feel better until, because it
Yeah.
will only be suffering and misery. And trust me, I've learned this the hard way in my own life. Clients have learned it. It's not fun.
No,
It's just it's not fun.
I quite often am telling people like that. So often I see these stories of when people let go, and they actually have let go, usually through some kind of brutal give up, I can't do this, this is all
Yeah.
bullshit thing. Actually, that's really beneficial because it makes you let go. And usually I'm saying to people, can you accept the possibility that you can be okay with or without this thing? And I think people want to feel like that, but they often don't. So in your
Mhm.
experience, how do we go about getting to that place of detachment and letting go?
Well, you see, I want to actually point something out really quick so nobody is thrown off by this. So when it comes to letting go, there's two different versions of letting go. One is still coming from attachment, and one is genuinely letting
Yeah,
go. So the
totally.
one that's coming from attachment is this type of language right here. I don't get it. I've let go, but my SP didn't show up.
Yeah.
Nope, because that measurement, the measurement is a judgment, which is showing you're just letting go, trying to make
Yeah.
something happen because it's the
Yeah.
sneaky attachment in there. You
Yeah.
genuinely want to let go because you're sick of making yourself an emotional prisoner to the outcome, to,
Yeah.
whatever this thing that you're trying to manifest is. So the thing is, if you want to get there first, radical acceptance is always the number one thing. So the first thing
Everything.
is, I know I need to let go or detach, which is let go of the emotional dependence, right? But sometimes you just have to admit to yourself, I'm not ready to let go yet. Maybe I need to be attached. Maybe the attachment is serving me because it's helping me find things about self, right? Or it could be, I want to let go, but I'm afraid if I do, I won't get what I want. I'm afraid to let go. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
afraid of, what
Yeah.
won't happen. You know what I mean? So the very first thing would just be to accept either one of those, whichever one that you're in.
Yeah.
You just keep accepting it, keep accept, I don't care if you wake up tomorrow and you still find that you're afraid to let go. Just
Yeah.
accept it. Yeah, I'm afraid to let go. And
Be with the
I can accept that.
experience. Being
Yeah.
with the experience of where you are is part of the
Yeah.
acceptance on the journey to just becoming, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because your
Yeah,
current reality always leads to your outcome. So when you're
exactly.
fighting your current reality, you're fighting the very reality in which the manifestation will show up. Yep.
I've loved that you said that. I love that you've made that so clear because it's so true. Like so many people, I talk about letting go quite a lot, and it often is the case that people are thinking, "Oh, that's what I need to do in order to get this thing." But
Yeah.
how
Which
do
is
I
still
do
the
that?
attachment.
Which
Yeah.
is still attachment. And actually, I do think you're so right in that you have to give yourself grace for where
Oh
you are.
yeah.
Like
I've
if
had to do that. Yeah.
yeah, me too. Like me too, still with some things. I think we go
Mhm.
through journeys of like attachment and then we're wanting this thing, we're in some way dependent on it, and then we go through life, through our own experiences, because that's what it is. It's like we can cognitively understand letting go and releasing. We can cognitively understand it, but it's actually the experience through which
Yeah.
we'll gain that through our lives that we'll be able to do it. So it's like, yeah, it's just not to put pressure, and maybe there's no like there's no like do these things and then you will let go, because
Yeah.
if we could do that, we'd all do it. Like,
You'll let go when you're ready to let go.
when you're ready.
The detachment, I had never heard it explained this way before. And it kind of went over my head the first time I heard it. But detachment, you can explain it in a different way. It's I'm okay if this never happens because it's already happening. You
Yeah,
see, a lot of people may be there and be like, I don't get that. What does that mean? I'm okay if this never happens. I don't emotionally need it to happen. And it's already happening.
yeah,
I know where I'm going, my trajectory, but feeling better doesn't happen when I get over there. It's already right now as
exactly.
an happens.
And that is such a
You know what I mean?
peaceful realization to have when you really get to like let that
Yeah.
sink in. Guys, go back and watch this again so that you can listen to it a
Yeah.
few times.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's
Yeah,
one thing that'll really help because the thing is, in manifesting, your mind does need some direction. So there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with
totally.
changing thoughts, but one of the best ways to help change your thoughts is because you may find yourself more than once kind of slipping back into attachment energy because energy works in patterns. You're not ever going to get rid of something and it never comes up again, but
Mm,
it's being able to recognize it in the moment and let it go. That's how you deal with resistance. You meet it in the moment and then you let it go. You don't
yeah,
get rid of it or push it away or push it down.
no.
So a really good thing to tell your mind is basically whenever your mind is going crazy over something, right? The attachment. Why hasn't it happened? I have to make it happen. How is it going to happen? Ask your mind, how's that strategy working out for you? Is that getting you the results you want? And your mind will be stumped and it won't be able to give you an answer,
No,
a
because it's a
yes.
playback system of what we've
Yeah,
learned from the past. So it's just repeating all these
yeah,
conversations and lessons, and it's only got that to refer to rather than
yeah,
source, life, experience, the things that are yet to be, that the growing that we're yet to experience, that's all kind of spiritual in a way that we
yeah,
can't predict or plan. And that's where I
yeah,
suppose manifesting and trusting the process comes in. And like you say,
yeah,
like having a goal, knowing like, yes, I deserve to have this desire, I can have this desire, I can want this thing, but being able to like trust and love and accept where you are along the
yeah.
journey is part of
Hmm.
this beautiful place of becoming more present, where we can
Yeah,
actually be happier as well in
yep,
the process.
yep.
Yeah,
That's exactly it. Yeah,
I
I
love that.
totally agree.
Yeah, and it's like you say, it's we were just talking about, the reason why this came up, this conversation about attachment, is because we're both doing similar types of videos, we both see similar types of comments, we see a lot of
Yeah,
attachment, we see a lot of the wounding coming up, which by the way we've
yeah,
both experienced and we both
Oh
know
yeah.
so well, you
And I'll
know.
tell you right now, if you truly love your clients, and I know you do, I'm just saying like in general statement, but if you truly love your clients and they ask you something like, can you promise me I'll get what I want? Absolutely not, because that just feeds the attachment
It's
energy. Having to
reassurance.
constantly give them reassurance. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, I mean, for me in my personal life, like seeking reassurance has been one of my kryptonites. Like it's been
Oh
one of
yeah,
the
it's
things
proven.
that
Yeah.
I want the certainty. I've wanted that certainty. And I know as well how much that holds us back. Because I think, like, really, a lot of us want that certainty because we didn't have it when we were young. Our homes
And,
were
you know, it's
chaotic.
like it's just changing the simple narratives on something because
Yeah.
letting go of attachment isn't about perfection. So think about it this way. Do you want to stay stuck in a prison of I need certainty to feel better? Or do you want to change the narrative to what if I can have uncertainty and it can still happen?
Yeah.
Or
And I
I
can
need to
feel
release
safe.
all my fears. You know, I got to release all my fears, then it'll happen.
Yeah.
Or what if I can have fears and it can still happen?
Exactly.
You
I
see
love
what I'm
that.
saying?
Because that takes off so many limitations that are sort of
Yeah,
unintentionally fed through the community. Like you have to be healed in order to manifest a specific
yeah,
person. You have to understand all of your limiting beliefs. What if you don't? What if you actually,
yeah,
I mean, I know personally I am not healed still.
yeah.
Still have
Nobody
stuff.
is. Yeah,
Actually, no one is. My one of my mentors, who many people have seen on my channel, Mo, is 70 something, and he's still realizing stuff now. Like we're
yeah.
on a journey,
You
you
have
know.
enough information in your subconscious mind that it would take your logical mind 30 or 40 lifetimes to process everything. It's
Exactly.
not about clearing out all of the junk and then you can
No.
get what you want because you're not a dog getting a treat. This is why I try to tell people creation doesn't happen outside of you. There's nothing out here that's going to reward you for doing the work. Out here is just responding to who you're being in here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's often when people struggle to manifest because they don't realize they're subtly in an identity of I don't create. They think creation happens outside of them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't. It
Yeah.
happens from in here.
Yeah.
Creation happens from within.
Yeah. Well, I we could go on literally talking for ages, but we've
Right.
decided to make this video like short and sweet for you guys. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna do another video now over on Caleb's channel. So go and
Yeah.
watch that one too. That one's going to be about comparison, which is another
Mhm.
very interesting topic that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
To give you some reassurance, I suppose, about just understanding where you are on your personal journey and that it is right. So
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
so thanks for watching everyone, and thank you so much for coming on to the channel.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And yeah, guys, go and follow him on his channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.